Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. You know what time it is. It's family time off the late night. I know you niggas didn't expect to see your brother pop up after 10 p.m. on a Saturday. What's good, Hebrews and the Shebrews? We got good news for the righteous, but bad news for the devils. I was on the streets tonight when I saw a punk look like an illegal immigrant of some sort. Think he trying to pull a jack or maybe a 187, but whatever. That shit ain't gonna go like you think it will, because I serve the Most High and Him only. Fool, I'm a soldier. I always got my eyes open, staying prayed up. And if you run up, you fuck around and get put to death. It's not just a song. Oh yeah, this is real. Yeah, hit the like button, Hebrew, and be careful when you out here in these streets. I was out here on the streets a little earlier today. It was at nighttime, but I saw some sort of punk, some sort of illegal immigrant of sorts. I don't know what this nigga exactly had going through his damn mind, but I know when a nigga's up to no damn good. Alright? So I saw this nigga, and I totally stopped, turned around, stared him down with the not 1,000-yard stare, because we was much more close than that. But when you see a nigga look like he trying to creep, don't let that nigga think he's sneaking up on you. You better let that nigga know that you see his dumb ass. Let me tell you something, Hebrew. Regardless of what goes down, let's say something kicks off, right? And things end up getting physical in some shape or form. You want to make sure that you always come out on top, okay? You got to be thinking militant. You got to be moving militant out here. Understand this. When you out here in these streets, there's a lot of scumbags out here, wherever you are. And niggas ain't up to no good. And when a nigga's up to no good, whether he's trying to rob somebody, trying to shoot somebody, trying to snake somebody, a lot of times, not all the time, but a lot of times, niggas like to sneak up on you. Okay? That's why you got to be aware of your surroundings, Hebrews. People are playing for keeps out here in these streets. When you leave out your door, you know you are not surrounded by people who serve the Most High and Him only. Therefore, you have to move accordingly. Don't let a nigga think that he's sneaking up on you, okay? Because Criminals get more braver and more emboldened when they think they got the drop on you. Okay? Now, whether they're going to pull their move or not, oftentimes they'll pull their move. But sometimes they will think twice. And once they think twice, they'll come to a different conclusion than they previously had. The bottom line is, Hebrew, when you moving and grooving out here, whether you're going to work, coming home from work, going to your grandmother's house, going to your auntie's house, no matter what you're doing, keep your head on a swivel. Because you got to remember Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. If not, who and where is he? I know you guys can feel the vibration out there. Some point, and it's probably going to be sooner than later, the mighty one is going to make an appearance on this earth. You guys can feel it. To the people who have spiritual awareness out there, you guys can smell it, you can hear it, you can sense it. You know that any day now, the Most High is going to bust out. And he's going to tread upon the earth. He's going to march through the sea with his horses. That's what Habakkuk said. He's going to march through the sea with his horses. He's going to march through the land in indignation. Habakkuk was so afraid when the Most High showed him that vision. Habakkuk said he didn't even want to be on the earth whenever that was going to happen. What the Most High showed him, he said he didn't want to be around to see that. That's how terrible this thing was. But right now, and I'm not going to keep you guys too long, because it's not about how long that we stay on here. Sometimes we stay on here longer, sometimes we not. Lifestyle Child of God says, yo, what's good, Lifestyle Child of God? Hold on 1 second, you guys. Hit that like button on your way in the door, Hebrew. Lifestyle Child of God says, where you at? I'm in the building, brother. I'm in his house. Just like we are in his house. I appreciate you being here in the chat, brother. Good to see you, as always. Good to see all yous out there. Hope everybody has had a great day out there. Hope you all are being safe. Hit the like button on your way in the door. I'm taking the brother's advice. And Brother Bill Thomas said, man, get you some ginger, lemon, and some honey. I said, yeah, that sounds about right, brother. And that's what I'm sipping on right now. And it is good. And it's good for you. I'm telling you, y'all. You get you some ginger, right? You boil it. You can also chop up the lemon, throw that in there and boil it with it. Or you can just boil the ginger by itself and then get you some lemon, right? And then squeeze that lemon juice. And then after you done made that lemon tea, after you made that ginger tea, I like to boil mine for like 30 minutes. The darker it gets, or in this case, if it's ginger, it's going to turn goldish. The more goldish it gets, the bronze and gold, the more potent it is. And then after I get that, that's when I take the lemon juice that I squeezed and I pour that in there. Put some honey in there, mix it up. You got yourself a superfood cocktail right there, y'all. And it is going to do amazing things for you. Especially right now, this cold season, flu season, and any other season they got out here. See, the doctors don't want us to know the Most High gave us these fruits, these herbs, these things that grow out of the ground, fruits and veggies and herbs, y'all. And look, I know it's hard. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hard. And I haven't won the battle yet. You know what I'm saying? As far as getting myself 100% off of meats. I haven't done it yet. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say it. But I know why I haven't been able to do it. It's because for centuries, probably millennia, definitely for centuries, many of us, including me, I was born into centuries and centuries of addiction to flesh. You know what I'm saying? And you really realize how much you are addicted to flesh when you say, all right, don't eat no flesh for 24 hours. When you do that, because you can say, oh, I'm not addicted to meat. I can stop whenever I want. That's what you can say. Go 24 hours without eating meat. Now, most people, they can't do that. If they do, I guarantee you, most people have a nervous breakdown out there, y'all, because that's what we've been trained into. Something that you have been doing for thousands of years. We ain't talking about thoughts. We're talking about physical. Imagine somebody being born on heroin or being born on crack cocaine. You would be a crack baby. You would be a heroin baby. So now I'm realizing that, I was born addicted to flesh. I didn't come out and say, hey, I want to get addicted to flesh. No, I was born addicted to flesh, as many of us are. So to actually be able to get away from flesh, 100%, I know, at least for myself, that's a serious battle right there. But I definitely have that as my goal. That's my goal, to get off of the flesh, right? Now, I don't eat as much meat as I used to, but I want to get to a place where I don't eat the meat for numerous reasons, you guys. And one thing that I'm understanding more and more, because number one, we was never supposed to be doing that. And that causes so many problems, y'all. Look, the doctor not going to tell us this. The doctor wants us to have these problems, okay? The doctor not going to tell you this. It causes so many problems for us, family, for all of us, physically and spiritually, because we're not supposed to be doing that, y'all. Look, what I tell you guys goes doubly for myself. I'm not supposed to be doing that, But I am trying to improve. That's my goal, to improve. And I'm going to pray to the Most High God to give me the strength to improve. Because it's a serious business out here. But you know what? If you don't see it, you don't see it, right? And I can't blame anybody that doesn't see it, because for my whole life, I didn't see it. It's like a crack baby. A crack baby, it's a good chance that crack baby might not know that they a crack baby. Like, real talk. I know that sounds crazy, but hey, this world is crazy, Hebrew. This ain't no normal world that we live in. This world is not what they told us it was, y'all. And look, because of that, that's why we have to constantly uncover and search out a matter. Hit that like button, Hebrew. This world is nothing. I mean nothing like what they told us it was. So with that in mind, that you got to understand that that statement right there goes across all things in life. Everything they taught us it was, for the most part, it's not like that. And you know what they taught us? They taught all of us that when you die, that's just it. You die, you're dead, it's over. Nothing else to see here. It's over. It's a wrap. That person is dead. And they're just waiting in the grave for hundreds and hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years, until Christ comes back, right? Ain't that what the Catholics taught everybody on planet Earth? And if you didn't bow down and get with the Catholics, they put you to death. Anybody knows the history about church and where church comes from? It's the Roman Catholic Church. That's the church. I don't care what religion you in. It's a subsect of the Roman Catholic Church. Believe that. That's why they all believe in drinking blood spiritually. Because the Catholic Church told them to. And that's why everybody thinks that as soon as you die, you're just waiting in the ground for hundreds and thousands of years, maybe millions of years, I don't know, until Christ comes back. But why? Because that's what the Catholics told you. And you know better than to go against the Catholic Church. You know what's going to happen to you for even thinking something like that. They're going to chop your head off, burn you at the stake, torture you, all the stuff that they did to you. All the stuff they did to you to make you not want to read this book that I'm reading to you now. And it's funny how a lot of books that people reject, books that are in the Apocrypha, the book of Enoch, the book of Baruch, what I'm reading right now. A lot of these same books, the book of the Giants, a lot of these same books in whole or either in fragment were found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, just like the Old Testament. But for some reason, Negroes decide they'll accept the Dead Sea Scrolls from the parts of the Old Testament that they want, but the other parts that's in the Dead Sea Scrolls, somehow those are no good. Like the book of Giants, the book of Enoch, the book of Baruch, the Apocrypha books, the pseudo-epigrapha books, all kind of books you ain't never even heard of. But some kind of way, these books ain't no good. You know why? Because the Catholic Church said so. And that's enough for most people. Because you know what? Consciously, you don't remember, but subconsciously, in your spirit, your blood, all the torture that you endured, your grandmother and grandfathers and them endured, that's in your blood. And when it conquers your grandmother and grandfather and them, that got passed down to your blood too. The stress, the anguish, the pain, the hurt, the trauma, and the obedience. Because you got tired of being killed. So you said, you know what? I'm just going to go along with this so I can keep my life. So they don't put me to death like they did all my other brothers and uncles and cousins. The church is the last place you want to go when you're looking for the truth about the Most High God. And you know what? I also know, even though most of the family are not used to me being on this time of night, I know that YouTube is playing with this stream. Because you know what? No time is there ever just a fixed number of people that's in here and it just stays that same number the whole time. It has been on 4 people watching for a good minute. It hasn't went up or it hasn't went down. Now that might be true, but that just makes me think that YouTube is messing with this stream. Because I know how YouTube gets down. And see, they don't want somebody out there knowing what we reading right now, what we get ready to read. And what's with all this talk about dying and death and what happens when you die? Well, you know what? The Most High God put it in my spirit about, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. when I first made that video about what happens when you die. Immediately when you die. Not weeks, months, and years, and centuries. I'm talking about as soon as you pass away. 1 second, probably less than a second. Soon as you pass away, you immediately gonna open up your eyes. You're gonna be somewhere else, and you're gonna be very much alive. You're gonna be dead to the people here on planet Earth, but you are not gonna be really dead, like the Catholics told you, like the Christians told you. Oh, when you dead, you don't know nothing. That's nonsense. You're gonna know a lot. You just the fact that you can know anything when you're dead lets you know that what? You ain't really dead. And you're not really dead. You dead physically, your physical body is dead, yes. But then you go into the spirit realm, the invisible world. That world that most of y'all don't really believe in for real. You think it's a joke. You think it's make-believe. Many of you, trust me, all of us are going to go through this at some point. Let me see. And today, I also was thinking about, look, yeah, because I wanted to tell y'all, all this talk about death, dying, and passing away, about 2 weeks ago, I would think that it was just random, but I know it's not. The Most High put it in my spirit to bring that out, as I so-called thought I was stumbling across that, but I wasn't. See, that's what happens when you going deep sea diving through the scriptures. The Most High God just brings things out sometimes. Not sometimes, all the times. Because he's the one that brings out everything. He just channels it through human beings. Okay? Until that ultimate day when he descends himself. When Yahweh gonna blow that horn. Imagine, y'all, when the Most High God blows that horn himself. You can only imagine. But yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I thought that I was so-called just stumbling across this, right? But it wasn't. The Most High put me on that mission. And what a time that he did, because one of our sisters, one of her family members was, folks was getting ready to pass away the same day. Y'all, the same day that I did this video was the same day that the sisters, one of our Hebrew sisters, folks was passing away. And that's why the Most High had me make this video. I didn't know this sister's folks was gonna pass away. You know what I'm saying? But now I know why. That's one of the reasons the Most High had me make that video, so that it could be a blessing to our sister and to her family. And also to other brothers and sisters out there who have had these thoughts and questions on their mind. Everybody on planet Earth wants to know what's going to happen to them when they die. And you know what? I'm willing to bet this is just a part of the fragment. You guys, there's so many things that these demons have hid out here. But the Most High is going to bring these things to pass, whether we got the book or not. The Most High is going to bring these things to pass, period. We got BLN in his house. BLN says, hey, family, I hope all is well. Indeed, all is well, BLN. I hope all is well with you. Hope all is well with you. And you guys, that's why I ended up making that first video about what happens when you pass away. Because that same day, one of our sister's folks was passing away, and she was going to need that video. And that video came in at a perfect time for what the sister was going through. And there's other people out there who are going through stuff too. Somebody's going to find that video when they need to. And it's going to uplift their soul and spirit. And see, we shouldn't be surprised at this, because we are the Israelites. The Most High wants us to know these things. We are his favorite people. So he wants us to know what's going on. You guys, this is heavy right here. And look, right now, because we talked about it before, but I don't mind talking about it again because it came in clutch for our sister about 2 weeks ago. And it came in clutch for my soul and my spirit too, because I've always wanted to know more about what happens when you pass away. Because I know that we all are going to go through this at some point. In the words of the Most High, they have a way of comforting him, especially when you know that the words of the Most High is true. And look, I'm talking about when you know the words of the Most High is true, not because your mother told you or because your dad told you or your grandmother. Yeah, maybe they told you, but they didn't show you. Nobody can show you. The only person who can show you that the word of the Most High is true is the Most High himself. And when he shows that to you, and he got his ways of doing it, when he does it, you'll know it because he'll make sure that you know it. That's how he gets down. And when he confirms things to you, that is going to strengthen your faith. And I'm telling you, you guys, what a time to be alive. What a time to be alive. And we can rest our hats and hang our coats on these things. And some people be like, see, because we're human, right? Naturally, the human body doesn't want to die. So we start making up excuses, right? Of any little reason to try to stay on the earth longer. And we get it. All of us, nobody wants to die. But when you understand certain things, you will know that you're not really going to die. Like literally, we get ready to read to you what's going to happen right now. For anybody who missed it when we did it before, you're going to hear it now. And if you need to hear it 100 times, I will make this same video 100 times. And also today was thinking about people passing away because I had to go to another funeral yet again today. Okay? My folks passed away. Had to go to the funeral. That's what I was basically doing all day today. Even into the evening time. Until y'all see me this evening and night on that little live, I've been on family time all day with the funeral. So, you know, you can't help but think about these things. And at the end of the day, this is what it's all about. Because at some point, just like my folks checked up out of here, at some point, every one of us, we are going to check up out of here, you guys. The only way we won't check out of here is if Yahweh comes before we check up out of here. Look, now he might do that. I don't know. He might. We don't know. We don't know exactly what day, but we do know that we in the seasons. That we do know. And you know what? Here's the thing about passing away. As soon as you pass away, then that is your season. So when you start to understand that, when you truly understand that, and say for instance, say tonight, say if you passed away, or if I passed away tonight, or you passed away tonight, tonight would be our season. You see what I'm saying? What we about to read right now, we would experience this tonight. So that's what I'm saying. Late night truth. The dead are not really dead. Because what I'm getting ready to read to you, if you are really dead, you will not be able to do these things. And believe it or not, in 1611, when the first English Bible was written, this book, Second Esdras, was in your Bible because it's a part of the Bible. But in 1885, the Catholic Church, the devil, decided to remove the Apocrypha from the Bible. In 1885, they did that. So I'm not adding nothing to the scripture. This is a part of the Bible, and it was there in the Dead Sea Scrolls. How about that? How about that? For everybody that want to buck against the Apocrypha, did you know it was with the Dead Sea Scrolls? And once you find out that it's with the Dead Sea Scrolls, what you have to say now? What does anybody got to say now when you see that the Apocrypha and the Book of Enoch and the Book of Giants and other writings were with the Dead Sea Scrolls? What does anybody out there have to say now? Read, sit back, listen, and learn Hebrew. This is super information from Ezra. Listen. The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7, verse 75. I answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O Lord, show this also to thy servant, whether after death, as soon as every one of us yields up his soul, we shall be kept in rest until those times come when thou wilt renew the creation, or whether we shall be tormented at once. You see this? Even back in these times, Ezra wanted to know, the people wanted to know, what's going to happen to us as soon as we die? You see this? Do you guys know what that's proven? That the scriptures is right? There is no new thing under the sun. You guys, people have always wanted to know this. But not all men and women have the privilege of knowing this. I don't care who you are out there. If you can hear the words that I'm reading to you right now, consider yourself privileged. This is extra hidden information right here. And I consider myself privileged for the Most High to have led me to this RSV version, which I did not know existed, of the Apocrypha. And you know what that's telling me too? Only the Most High God knows how many other verses and things they took out that they are hiding. Just like this right here. Just like this right here. They took out 70 verses in the King James Version of this same chapter. But we reading it with the 70 verses put back in this RSV. Listen up good. Every single person coming in here right now, hit the like button as you come in. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe right now. And this is what's going to happen to you and me and every other person out there when you die. Not weeks later, not months later, not years, not hundreds of years, not millennia. You're not going to sit in the ground until Christ comes. No. This is what's going to happen. And I'm going to stop running my big black mouth and I'm going to read on this late night truth session. The dead are not really dead. That's what we're talking about. Now listen to this. As I'm reading this, it says, state of the dead before judgment. Are you listening? Are you listening? Hit the like button if you're listening and if you want to know the state of dead people before they are judged. This is how it goes down. Gather round, Hebrew. And you Gentiles out there that want to cleave to the house of Israel, you gather round too. And you definitely better consider yourself privileged, because most people on planet Earth do not know what I'm getting ready to read to you guys. I'm sure some of you guys probably know this, but all of us don't know it. So I'm going to keep on bringing it out until this becomes common knowledge. I'm going to keep on bringing this kind of stuff out until the whole nation of Israel knows what's going to happen to you immediately after you die. Because this has been held back from us for so long. But the Catholic Church know about this. You think they don't know? You think the Catholic Church don't know about this? You lost your mind. Well, now the cat's out of the bag, because God's chosen people going to know about this. State of the dead before judgment. Read verse 75 off the late night. I answered and said, if I have found favor in thy sight, O Lord, show this also to thy servant, whether after death, as soon as every one of us yields up his soul, we shall be kept in rest until those times come when thou wilt renew the creation, or whether we shall be tormented at once. Verse 76, he answered me and said, I will show you that also, but do not be associated with those who have shown scorn, nor number yourself among those who are tormented. For you have a treasure of works laid up with the Most High, but it will not be shown to you until the last times. You see that, you guys? What a wealth of knowledge. Do you see that? He said, you have a wealth, you have treasure of works laid up with the Most High, but it will not be shown to you until the last times. He was talking to Ezra, but he's also, that goes for you too. This goes for anybody who serves the Most High God and him only and keeps his commandments. This is why this is so encouraging. Remember this. What's good for Ezra is what's good for you. They wanted to know this back then. Ezra wanted to know this back then, and so did the people. Ezra was getting his question answered, and so were the people. So right here, the speaker is speaking to Ezra. The angel is speaking to Ezra and is speaking to you, because you can hear it. And you better be thankful you can hear this, Hebrew. For you have a treasure of works laid up with the Most High, but it will not be shown to you until the last times. Now, concerning death, the teaching is, when the decisive decree has gone forth from the Most High that a man shall die, as the spirit leaves the body to return again to him who gave it, first of all, it adores the glory of the Most High. Did you see that? It's telling you right there, when a man or a woman is going to die, it's not up for debate. A decisive decree goes forth. Look, listen again. Now, concerning death, the teaching is, when the decisive decree has gone forth from the Most High that a man shall die, as the spirit leaves the body to return again to him who gave it, first of all, it adores the glory of the Most High. You see that? Excuse me. That is for anybody. A human being, once you die, the very first thing you're going to do, contrary to what church told you, contrary to what the Catholics told you, the Christians, as soon as you die, what did it say? First of all, it adores. Hold on, let me back up. Excuse me. As the spirit leaves the body to return again to him who gave it, first of all, it adores the glory of the Most High. Soon as you pass away, within 1 second, the first thing your spirit is going to do, your spirit is going to adore the glory of the Most High. So you are going to see the glory of the Most High in some shape, form, or fashion, and you're going to adore it, because it's going to be something that we have never seen before. And if, verse 79, and if it is one of those who have shown scorn and have not kept the way of the Most High, and who have despised his law, and who have hated those who fear God, such, verse 80, such spirits shall not enter into habitations. A habitation is a house, somewhere where you inhabit, a dwelling. It says, but shall immediately. When? Immediately. No. Thousands of years later. Immediately. No, brother. Upon the return of Christ, whenever that is. Immediately. Wander about in torments. You guys, we're going to look up the word torments, but we ain't going to do it right now because it's too late. But this ain't the last time we're going to talk about this, so we'll look that up another time. Ever grieving and sad in 7 ways. Verse 81. The first way, but look at this. You dead now. When all of this stuff is going on, you are already dead. Do you see that? The dead are not really dead. Because as all this stuff is going on that I'm reading to you, what I've read to you so far, all this activity, you are dead as all this activity is taking place. You're dead. So how is all of this stuff taking place? Because you're not really dead. That's how. The first way that you're going to be sad and grieving in 7 ways. The first way, because they have scorned the law of the Most High. Verse 82. The second way, because they cannot now make a good repentance that they may live. Verse 83. Letting you know that after you die, you cannot repent. It's over. It's a wrap. You can forget about it. You cannot do it. Hebrews, bear with me 1 second. Hebrews, give me 1 second. And hit that like button if you have not hit the like button already. Hit that like button, Hebrew. And subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Give me 1 second, Hebrew. I'm coming. And Hebrews, you know what we got to start doing? We got to start doubling back, right? Because I'm telling you, I don't know. Maybe you guys already knew about the RSV version of the Apocrypha. Maybe I'm the only one that's late. I didn't know about that. And this is just the chapter of 2nd Ezra, chapter 7. I got to go and take a peek at a lot of other spots in the Apocrypha and chapters in there too. And see what other stuff they took out. You guys, this is a wealth of information, a bevy of information. Let me find this spot again. Okay, look. Verse 82. The second way, because they cannot now make a good repentance that they may live. Because once you die and you go into the spirit realm, you cannot repent. You had your shot. That's why we got to do it now, y'all. Verse 83, the third way. They shall see the reward laid up for those who have trusted the covenants of the Most High. Now, imagine how sad that's going to make people be. Imagine how sad people are going to be, because this is one of the 7 ways that you forever going to be sad and you're going to mourn. This is one of them ways. You are going to see the reward laid up for those who have trusted the covenants of the Most High. Imagine the Most High showing you all these things that the other people are going to get that you are not going to get. Can you imagine how sad that's going to make you? Can you imagine how sad that is going to make you? Can you imagine? Can you imagine being in torments, being in confounding? You're going to be in a state of utter confoundation. But you're going to have enough in your head to see the reward that the other people are going to get, and you're going to know that you are not going to get it. Verse 84, the fourth way, they shall consider the torment laid up for themselves in the last days. You guys, that verse 84, that's the fourth way. That has its own way. That's one of the ways you're going to be in torment. You're going to be sad and in grief. You're going to consider the torment laid up for yourself in the last days. Can you imagine just being on the stop clock, on the stopwatch, and it's just ticking down? You already in the spirit realm, then you're just waiting to be judged. And you know that at the end of days, you're going to be tormented, and you're going to have the time in the spirit realm to think about that. That's definitely going to make you sad. Verse 85, the fifth way. And look, the fifth way, what? This is, where is it at? Let me show you. You're going to be, what does it say? You're going to be ever grieving and sad. And it's going to be 7 different ways that are going to make you sad. And these are the ways. Okay? And now we're going to go into the fifth way that's going to make you sad. Once you die, after you die. The fifth way, they shall see how the habitations of the others are guarded by angels in profound quiet. That means the people who didn't get saved, as the Christians would say, they're going to see how the righteous, or the others, they're going to see how your habitation, your dwelling, wherever that is, because until the end of days come around, if we pass away right now before the end of days, before the literal last day of earth, whenever that is, everybody who passes away before that last day, you go into the spirit realm, and you are going to go into a habitation, and your habitation is going to have spiritual bodyguards out there, spiritual goons, angels. And the wicked people, they are going to see how the others, the righteous, they're going to see how your habitation is guarded by spiritual bouncers at the door. And they're going to see that, and they're going to be like, man, because remember now, they're not even going to go into habitations. So they are not going to have no place where they are at, where they're guarded by these spiritual bouncers. But they're going to see you do got that. And that's going to make them sad. Because you're going to be in peace. You're going to be in profound quiet, resting and relaxing. And they're going to see that. Verse 85. Verse 86. The sixth way, they shall see how some of them will pass over into torments. Ouch. They're going to have visions while they're dead in the spirit realm, and they're going to see how some of them are going to be tortured. Brother J.R. Meadows says, thumbs up, people. What up, Brother J.R. Meadows? Good to see you on this late night, brother. You guys, these are some terrible ways, y'all. I don't know about you, but I don't want to experience this, Hebrew. The seventh way, which is worse than all the ways that have been mentioned. And look, that's sound confirmation. Did you guys hear that? As soon as I started off and I said the seventh way, which is worse than all the ways that have been mentioned, my phone said, boop, boop, boop. That's sound confirmation. You guys, sound confirmation is when somebody makes a statement that is 100% true. Oftentimes, you'll hear some kind of noise or alert in the physical world, whether that's my phone doing an alert, chirping, a dog will start barking, somebody might slam a door, somebody might shoot a gunshot, whatever. Sometimes you just hear that sound, just like you did just now. Verse 87, the seventh way, which is worse than all the ways that have been mentioned, because they shall utterly waste away in confusion and be consumed with shame, and shall wither with fear at seeing the glory of the Most High, before whom they sinned while they were alive, and before whom they ought to be judged in the last times. You guys see that? That last one, oh my God. The seventh way, which is worse than all the ways that have been mentioned, because they shall utterly waste away in confusion. Can you imagine, you guys, you can't even imagine that. Utterly wasting away in confusion and be consumed with shame. You guys, this ain't no regular shame and this ain't no regular confusion. Imagine being in the spirit realm, being in confusion and being in shame. And it says, and shall wither with fear at seeing the glory of the Most High. Hey, y'all. And this is before he even judges you. Oh, hey, y'all. That is some scary stuff right there. I don't care what nobody say. I don't think there's anybody out there that wants to go through something like that. You guys, you can think it's a game if you want to. You can let a Catholic or a Christian talk you out of reading the Apocrypha if you want to. Okay? Now look, just because they're telling you that the Apocrypha is wicked, I'm not going to necessarily say that they are wicked. Okay? They've had their heart, mind, and soul captured by the Roman Catholic Church, just like the whole planet Earth has. So I'm not knocking them for that. But we have to snap out of it, okay? We in the end times now. And the Most High wants this to come out. That's why we bringing it out, okay? Now, we read about what's going to happen if you're on the bad side of the Most High. Now, let's read about what's going to happen to the good guys, to the other people, to the righteous. Y'all ready for that? Bring it out, Verse 88. This is the part that we want to be in, y'all. Now, this is the order of those who have kept the ways of the Most High. That's why it's so important, y'all, that we repent and turn back to the Most High God and keep his commandments, y'all. Now, this is the order of those who have kept the ways of the Most High, when they shall be separated from their mortal body. That's letting you know this is true, okay? You heard that sound confirmation again. During the time that they lived in it, they laboriously served the Most High and withstood danger every hour, that they might keep the law of the lawgiver perfectly. Therefore, this is the teaching concerning them. First of all, okay, because remember, they got to have 7 ways just like the wicked people had 7. But theirs is all going to be good ways. First of all, they shall see with great joy the glory of him who receives them, for they shall have rest in 7 orders. You see this? You are going to have rest in 7 different orders, 7 different ways. While the wicked didn't get none of this. They had no rest at all. J.I. Meadows says 100. That's right. This is the power we want to be in, you guys, and this is what it's all about. And know that this ain't going to be weeks after you die, months or years. If you die tonight, immediately, this is what's going to happen to you if we keep in the Most High's commandments and serving him only. The first order, because they have striven with great effort to overcome the evil thought which was formed with them, that it might not lead them astray from life into death. Verse 93. The second order, because they see the perplexity in which the souls of the ungodly wander, and the punishment that awaits them. Ouch. You see this? To all the righteous people who pass away, you are going to see the perplexity of the wicked people who passed away and how they are wandering about in the spirit realm, completely perplexed. And you're going to see the punishment that they're going to receive at the end days. Think about that, y'all. So you're not really dead. When you die, the dead are not really dead, because there's no way that all this stuff could be going on. None of this stuff could be going on. But instead, you got all this stuff going on because you're not really dead. The third order, they see the witness which he who formed them bears concerning them, that while they were alive, they kept the law which was given them in trust. Y'all, can you imagine this? This is the third order. While you are dead, before you are judged, you are going to see the witness that Yahweh has concerning you. And you're going to know that Yahweh is saying, yeah, you kept my laws. You did this, you did that. You're going to see it beforehand. Basically, you're going to be in the back room of the court building, knowing that your trial is coming up, but you're already going to know that the results of the trial is you're going to be found innocent. And you're going to know that beforehand. So imagine going to court, and before you even go to court, you already know you're going to be found innocent by the Most High God. Can you imagine how happy these Negroes are going to be? Look, the fourth order, they understand. I'm sorry, I didn't finish the third order. I'm getting so happy and excited just thinking about this, y'all. And see, this is why the Most High wants this to come out, y'all, so our spirits can be lifted and edified. The third order, they see the witness which he who formed them bears concerning them, that while they were alive, they kept the law which was given them in trust. The fourth order, they understand the rest which they now enjoy, being gathered into their chambers and guarded by angels in profound quiet, and the glory which awaits them in the last days. You guys, can you imagine this? Can you imagine being dead in the spirit realm, but you kicking back very much alive and understanding the rest? It says, which they now enjoy. When you're dead, you don't know nothing, you don't understand nothing. This thing says you're going to understand the rest that you will now be enjoying, meaning immediately. And not only will you understand the rest that you are enjoying, it says being gathered into their chambers and guarded by the angels in profound quiet. It says, and the glory which awaits them in the last days. While you kicking back in your chambers, and you're going to understand how much relaxation and rest you are in at that moment. And you're going to know that when the end of days comes around, look, you ain't in no rush for the end of days. You just know that it's coming, and when it does, what a lovely day for you it's going to be. You enjoy your rest right then and there where you at, in your chambers, and the angels are outside doing security at the door. You already enjoying yourself, and you're looking forward to enjoying yourself even more. Can you imagine that? It says that they understand their rest. That means they're going to know that they are dead. Hey, y'all, I don't know about you. Excuse me. This makes me happy. Look at this. The fifth order, they rejoice that they have now escaped what is corruptible and shall inherit what is to come. And besides, they see the straits and toil from which they have been delivered, and the spacious liberty which they are to receive. You see that? The spacious liberty which they are to receive and enjoy in immortality. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care who you are, how smart you are, you don't really understand the spacious liberty that the Most High is going to give to the people who get into the kingdom. The sixth order, when it is shown to them how their face is to shine like the sun, and how they are to be made like the light of the stars, being incorruptible from then on. Can you imagine? You guys, you in your chambers, resting, chilling, being debriefed. I'm sure that it's going to be the angels who are going to be debriefing us, telling us, hey you, hey such and such, get ready, because your face is going to shine like this. They probably will say, like this, Exhibit A. Hey, Angel. Hey, Raphael. Hey, Gabriel. Hey, I don't know. It's millions of angels out there. Hey, such and such, come here real quick. And you're going to say, oh my gosh. And they're going to say, hey, your face is going to shine like that. We cannot imagine that, Hebrew. And look, okay. Verse 98, the seventh order, which is greater than all that have been mentioned. Now, how can this be? Because they shall rejoice with boldness. Look, this is letting you know you got 7 ways which you're going to be loving, but this one is the king of them all. This one is the best. This is the cherry on top. Why? Because they shall rejoice with boldness and shall be confident without confusion. You guys, you see this? It says boldness, confident, without confusion. You are going to be super bold and shall be glad without fear. For they hasten to behold. You know what that means? You can't wait to behold. It says the face of him whom they served in life, and from whom they are to receive their reward when glorified. This is the order of the souls of the righteous, as henceforth is announced. And the aforesaid are the ways of torment, which those who would not give heed shall suffer hereafter. Hebrew, you done just got the full scale rundown of how it's going to go down with every one of us as soon as you come up out of them bodies. And it's more after that, but that's just the gist what we wanted to bring home tonight. The dead are not really dead. Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love y'all. Peace, family.